I absolutely love these two products. They're where I spend my working day, my weekends, my evenings. I'm playing with them all the time. Absolutely awesome tools with a big overlap, but also some things done better in different tools. Here's my take on what the strengths and weaknesses are. Let's go. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different from my normal videos, which are like how-to. This is just my opinion on where these tools fall. So let's just sort of clear the decks and put the obvious differences first, and then we'll compare the commonalities. So Excel, endless use cases, okay? Data entry, financial models, all sorts of funky functionality. When you start playing with VBA and Office scripts, opens up a whole new world. Power BI, amazing for reporting and analysis, especially if you're dealing with billion-row data sets. You've got incremental refresh, direct query, plus a lot of admin control over the data, you can run reports showing what is being used within the organization. So it's more enterprise-grade reporting and control, okay? Right, so we'll put those to one side. Let's just start off with the obvious one, which is a cost difference. So everyone's got Excel, so you are paying for it, but everyone's got it, so therefore it's free. So if you're doing your reporting there, whereas Power BI, there's all sorts of costs and particular licensing costs. US dollar, $10 per person for those sharing and reading reports. And there's subtleties around that. I've got a little video, a little link will pop up. Okay, let's get past that. By the way, if you're using Office 365, or if you're using Excel, please use Office 365 and please stay up to date. I've seen people on 2-year out-of-date versions of a subscription product, which is just crazy. Okay, so let's compare the sort of similarities. Both tools have this thing called Power Query. Awesome for extracting data, transforming it, loading it, filtering stuff, splitting columns apart, all that sort of goodness. Amazing tool. I've given Power BI the edge here because it's got more connectors, it's got slightly more functionality. For most people, not much difference, okay, for most users. But at the pro end, there's sort of more features in the Power BI version. That might change in the not too distant future. They might be in parity, okay? Right. Refreshing. Most people just want to refresh, have a look at the data and then share the report. But if you want to schedule a refresh, Power BI wins. Okay, you can schedule a refresh up to 8 times a day if you've got the Pro license, and pretty much unlimited refreshes if you've got the premium. Okay. Also, Power BI definitely wins if you must have live data. Most people don't need live data, even though they say they might want it, because how quickly are they going to make a decision based on that data? Surely every hour is enough for a refresh. But, okay, if you're manually refreshing, that's a pain. Schedule refresh or live data, Power BI just wins. Okay. Then we've got the data model. So the data model, known as Power Pivot in Excel, brilliant in both tools, okay, can handle lots of data, but the Power BI one can do more. For most people, I would say the Excel model and the Power BI model are both good enough. The Excel one's good enough. But you start to get, the ability to create tables on the fly, bi-directional relationships, many-to-many, which you shouldn't use, and other functionality that Power BI can do that Excel can't. So Power BI wins, and it's probably a little bit less buggy than the Excel one. Then we're talking DAX. Again, for most users, the DAX in both tools is the same, but there's more advanced DAX capabilities in Power BI, so therefore it wins a little bit. All right. The range and quality of visuals. So again, Power BI has got all these custom visuals, which potentially you can use, but I think most people are using column charts, bar charts, tables, stuff like this. And, Excel's pretty good in that space. So Power BI has got more visuals and some extra functionality. Like some of the conditional formatting on charts and things is pretty cool. Small multiples, let me show you small multiples very quickly. So this is a small multiples chart. So rather than going for a stacked column with this in the legend, okay, this old horrible, hard to understand, display, you can go into small multiples and you can go, as charts or whatever you might like. So pretty cool. I like small multiples. I think they're really cool. Okay. Interactivity. Really, with Excel, you're limited to drop-down boxes and slicers. Whereas Power BI, the interactivity of the charts and visuals, you can click on different things and they filter each other. That's really one of the killer features. You come in here and you actually slice and dice on some of this. The fact that everything can filter everything else on the page is just pretty cool. Okay. Then you've got stuff like tooltips. So tooltips that pop up, or you could right click and you can drill through into the sales details. This sort of functionality is just nicer than what you can do in Excel. All right, and there's the user experience, tooltips, drill through. The decomp tree as well, let me go and just show you that if you don't know about it. This sort of thing down here, where you can actually, analyze your quantities ordered by whatever's driving the highest value and analyze that by the highest value. Okay, these sorts of things, awesome. Okay, I wish Excel had those. It'd be pretty cool. So again, Power BI wins on that front. Ad hoc analysis though, I think Excel is still the better tool. If you're doing, you just want to add some numbers up, you just want to do some copy pasting, some little testing, some grab some data just for a one-off report, something like this. Power BI does have Analyze in Excel, but why would you bother using Power BI if your end goal was Analyze in ad hoc? So you can use Excel to analyze Power BI reports, but on its, Excel wins, I think. Power BI can't do it internally, so it has to link you to using Excel. Secure sharing. So row-level security, mobile phone access, all that sort of stuff, Power BI wins. You can share reports via Excel for web, and you can lock down who has access, and you can share, and you can stop the download. So there is good functionality in Excel for web. If you're just sharing a report with people and they just want to have a look at the numbers, you don't have to go to Power BI. Just use OneDrive, SharePoint, share the Excel file with people. Okay. Public sharing, the publish to web option in Power BI, awesome. You can just go publish to web and the report's available. Many companies turn that off rightly because you can share, it's unsecure when you're sharing that. So it's free, but the data you're sharing can be indexed and searched via search engines. So don't use it for any data that is sensitive. But again, not the same sort of functionality really with Excel. Centralized data sets. Okay, Power BI just wins here hands down. You can build a model, build a data set model with your calculations, your Power Query in, centralize it and build other reports off it, even Excel reports, and it's one source of truth. Okay, if you build something in Excel, it's in that Excel file and it pretty much lives in there. You can't do much, you can't access it. Okay. As well, data flows, which is Power Query in the cloud, so you can build nice structured tables that you can use in multiple reports. Again, Power BI wins in that case. And then just sort of coming up to the last one here, the ability to sort of embed, live Power BI reports in PowerPoint and have them be interactive, which is pretty cool. Email subscriptions, so you can sort of subscribe to a snapshot with a regular email from Power BI, awesome. And usage stats. Just click a button in Power BI and it gives you a report showing you who's looked at your report, how often, when was it, which pages were looked at. That's invaluable and there's not an equivalent in Excel. So really, it's a case of you're paying extra money for Power BI and you are getting a lot of extra features. And you have to make a call. You have to be aware that schedule or refreshable reporting that is fast and you can handle millions of rows of data is totally doable in Excel. There's Power Query, there's a data model, there's DAX, there's charts, there's visuals, And if you're printing off the pack, or it's just a couple of people looking at the report and they don't need it to be interactive, Excel could be totally the right solution. But if you want all the other features that and the strengths of Power BI, or again, the admin level, IT level, enterprise level monitoring of that reporting, then the Power BI, is the way to go. So it's my view. Let me know what you think in the notes. What's your view? Where do you think the strengths and weaknesses lie? Have I missed anything? Hope you enjoy it. Hope you find this sort of content useful, and I'll catch you in the next video.